What's up, guys? Zeus here with another video. Quick reminder that if you do like what you're watching, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of me and my content. And click the link down below to become a member of my Patreon or become a member of the channel, since that is now officially made and stuff like that. So do consider joining that. Now, this video is going to be the long-awaited video about how I view wax artists. I'm gonna be honest, I've spoken on how I look at wax artists. I've said it on stream, I've said it on different videos, but it deserves its own video. And for people that want me to go more in depth, I will add the clip of like the 2.5 minute rant that I went on about wax artists on stream. So I will add that into the video just for your clarity, because I feel like in that clip I definitely like just got straight to the point. So I'm going to be using that as the reference for this video, and I'll just be diving further into said points that I made from that stream. So with that being said, going on to wax artist. So now one of the points that I said about wax artist was the fact that he was pretty much like a discount axe boy. He was like a release axe boy, but without any of the damage. And I stand by that, because if you're not on Moonlit, you are not going to do good with him. You're just not. At most, you're getting a tie unless the survivors throw, because Moonlit is the most open map in the game. There's always close to no walls, so it'll be impossible to transition kite against this hunter. Because if you try to transition kite against this hunter, what's going to happen? You're going to get fucking waxed down, and you're going to get frozen, or you're going to get hit with hot wax. Moonlit, in my opinion, is the only map where he shows his absolute best because of the lack of walls and the lack of things that can be used to duck and cover. If you're on Sacred, it's hell. If you're on Arms, it's hell. You're on Leo's, it's hell. Every map for him is hell. Every single map is hell except for Moonlit. And maybe Ever Sleeping. Maybe Ever Sleeping. But other than that, every other map is hell for him, just because of the amount of walls and the amount of turns you have to make, especially with long walls. Because if you loop him in an area that has a whole crap ton of objects that you can cover, then he can't do anything. And it doesn't help with the fact that he can't do any damage. So I stand by the fact that he is just a discount release axe boy. I will stand by that till the day I die. He's just a discount release axe boy. Another point that I made on that video: he takes too much unconventional effort. As I stated on that in that little video, on that little clip in this from the stream, there are so many things that make up an S tier hunter, whether that be cipher pressure or map pressure or camping or the ability to, stuff rescue, something along those lines. Wax artist doesn't have any of that until he hits full presence. And by the time you hit full presence, the game is pretty much going to be close to over against, once again, the survivors throw. For me, wax artist is just a very luck-based hunter. He requires so much for something so niche. It's like, yeah, it's cool and all that he can do all this, and like hypothetically speaking, like he can do all this crazy shit, but it's like, you look at gameplays that I've uploaded, you look at gameplays from other people who play, you even look at the China gameplays of wax artist, and even then it's like he's so niche because of just the basic premise of a wall just existing. That's it. Just a wall existing already fucks him over. So like if you play him Arms Factory and they're at Factory, you can't chase. They're at Triple Pallet, you can't chase. They're at Shack, you can't chase. They're in Deep Ruins, you can't chase. They're at Shack Ruins, you can't chase. They're at Factory Ruins, you can't chase. you like so many and that's just one map. Like that's literally just one map out of all the other maps that you pretty much can't do shit. Onto my other point that I made, he also just lacks cipher pressure. Or I shouldn't say cipher pressure, because he can just, just shoot wax onto the cipher and disable it for like 10 seconds. But he lacks map pressure. Like, he lacks severe map pressure. He's like a Ripper. Just or Ripper and Axeboy, whichever one. Just that's his map pressure equivalent, because if he just gets kited into corners and away from all ciphers, that's it. Nothing is going to be done. He can't come back unless, once again, the survivors throw, which is why I don't like him. He requires too much on survivors throwing. To me, he is like Vio, but worse as well in a sense, because Vio doesn't need to rely on survivors throwing more or less unless he gets completely shit stomped early game. And while that can happen, because it has definitely happened to me, Vio still has a more consistent basis for being able to win compared to Wax Artist, just because Vio's ability can at least do damage on contact when it's complete its thing. Once it completes its requirement, which is just to line up with the survivor, it'll do the job to deal damage. So overall, in my opinion, Wax Artist overall, I'd put him as a mid-tier character. I would honestly just put him in like B tier, like somewhere along those lines. I don't know. Like he's a tie hunter at best, and even then, ties are gonna be tricky for him, just because of how fucking hard it will be able to even get that first down. Because of, remember, with these comps, he gets countered by Ento, he gets countered by Grave, he gets countered by who else does he get countered by? For obviously the S tiers, so we don't talk about them. We don't include the S tiers in the argument because every hunter gets countered. But he gets countered by a lot of external characters as well. It's countered by Ento, it's countered by Grave, it's countered by Officer, like gets countered by Merchant, like so many external characters. With that being said, I'm gonna play the clip from the stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little thing. I'm Zeus and I'm out. And that's really the full consensus. He just sucks. He's just really bad. I didn't do a good job explaining, so I'll still make the formal video on why he sucks and why he's bad and all that shit. But it's just really disappointing, man. It's just really disappointing. Oz, is this you? This is Oz. My friend got a 4-man win with him. I've gotten a 4-man win with him as well. I've 4-manned with him as well. It's just, he's bad because he requires so much unconventional effort that you need in a hunter to be good in this meta. Like, for a hunter to be good, the basic requirements for a hunter to be good in this meta is Cypher Pressure, Anti-Tight Kite, and Camp. The 3 basics. And it doesn't need to be direct abilities of those 3. Like, a hunter doesn't need to be directly in their kit. Like, Sculptor's direct kit doesn't involve camping. Her statues are mainly used to anti-tight kite, but you can also use her statues for camping because it's a other unconventional use. Where for our like Vile, his notes are meant typically for just hitting the survivors. Where also you can use the notes to hit the survivors on camp and use his infinite movement to camp as well. Things like that, just that are not said in the kit or built in the kit, but that can still be used to fix those purposes. Like Sculptor's Chisel, it's in her kit. She has Cypher Pressure built into her kit, but not camp, but her statues can still be used for camping. Or hunters like Dream Witch, she doesn't have camping built into her kit because she's an M1 hunter, but if you put one leech on top of another, or you cut off the rescuer, then you have unconventional camping. Or if you're in basement, one leech on top, one leech on bottom, and that's it. The survivors can't do anything, they're gonna get stuffed. And it's just that simple. Like, Wax Artist doesn't have any of that. Wax Artist has Axeboy Chase, like release Axeboy Chase without the damage. That's what he has. He has release Axeboy Chase without the damage.